Hey guys, I am the Seaman235, and you know, I'm really happy I waited to talk about Sonic Forces until after Super Sonic came out, because now I have more of a reason to bitch. Okay, so Super Sonic was recently released, around, well, I think midnight of yesterday. I don't know when. It was released yesterday, that's all I know. It came out of the blue, too. I didn't actually know about it until my friend Zach actually told me about it, so props to him for telling me, because right now you can get Super Sonic for free on the PSN store. Has free DLC. Okay, if it actually was just free DLC, I wouldn't be too mad. I would be annoyed, but not mad. Because, to be fair, I didn't have to pay for it, which is good. If I had to pay for it, I would be fucking livid on Sonic Forces, because I would just fucking hate how you would have to buy something that should be an unlockable, that has been an unlockable since Sonic fucking 2, you know, and in the 3D game's case, since Colors. I mean, unless you count Sonic 4 Episode 1, if you're counting Mania as well, but whatever. The point is, Super Sonic has usually been your reward for going through something particularly annoying, like getting all of the Chaos Emeralds via particularly annoying special stages, or maybe going and getting all the red rings. You never know. It depends, but usually he's your reward for something, and usually that reward is worth it, because you get to play God. I mean, the only time he really wasn't awesome was in Generations, but he was pretty easy to get in that game. It's not an excuse, I still found it disappointing, but still. He's free, they're just kind of handing him to you, whatever, you know. Is he fun to play as? Yeah, Super Sonic is pretty fun to play as. Well, at least modern Super Sonic is anyway. Classic Super Sonic? Nah, he's not very fun to play with, but classic Sonic in Forces is not very good to begin with, so unfortunately, despite my jokes earlier, he's only going to be free for this month and most of next month, in January. I believe on the 23rd of January, you will be charged a total of, and I quote, $1.99 to buy Super Sonic, both classic and modern Super Sonic. This is fucking retarded. I'm pissed at this. Now, okay, now I know what some people are gonna say. The Sonic Forces Defense Squad is gonna come in saying, "Oh, Cody, you shouldn't bitch. You got Super Sonic for free. We didn't have to do that for those who actually bought the game, you know, later on, or maybe we bought it because we wanted to wait for a price drop, which you know is gonna happen because no one's buying the game." You know, sure, I got him for free. Great. But not... Just because I got him for free doesn't mean that other people aren't going to have to pay for this shit. In fact, you know what? No, people aren't going to pay for this. You want to know why? Because you shouldn't. If you pay for this DLC, like, after January, like, for any reason, like, if you bought the game in January and you just couldn't make the free Super Sonic DLC and just couldn't download it for free in time, you know, don't buy it. You want to know what you should do? Go out, buy Sonic Colors for the Wii. If you have a Wii or a Wii U, go and buy Sonic Colors and just get Super Sonic in that. It's a more rewarding experience because you actually have to earn Super Sonic, but it also helps because Super Sonic in that game is just in a better boost game. I mean, even if you hate Colors, even if you think it's the most boring Sonic game ever, you at least have to admit it's better than Forces. If you actually say Forces is better, you're wrong. I'm sorry. You're just flat out fucking wrong. I don't even hate Forces that much. You know, like, for those who actually think I hate Forces, no, I don't. You know? It wasn't a pain to play, but this idea is just so stupid. This is an unlockable that we have had for so many years, and now we have to start paying for it? I love Sonic Team, like, on, what is it, Aaron Weber, I believe his name is, the guy who runs the Sonic Twitter. I love it, I love this. He says, he makes fun of Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, you know, the EA Battlefront that failed massively and is doing very poorly because loot boxes and pay-to-win scenarios were just overflowing in that game to the point where EA called them back temporarily. Yeah, they were so bad that they took away the microtransactions just to see if people would buy the game afterwards, but they didn't because by that point they were already burned. Yeah, well, get this. Sega wanted to make fun of that, and they did. They made fun of it. They made a couple of jokes about it. Hey, guess what, guys, Aaron Weber? This is worse. This is fucking worse. I'd rather pay for microtransactions in Star Wars Battlefront 2 than go out of my way to buy Supersonic in this game. And sure, okay, I got him for free. I have nothing to bitch about. No, this is unacceptable. This is so fucking unacceptable. I should not have to pay for something that you should unlock. I don't care if modern Supersonic is actually pretty fun. There is a better boost game where he is more fun to play with because the stages last longer. Most of them anyway. Sonic Colors. Hell, Lost World has a better Supersonic. I like Supersonic in Lost World in spite of the fact that the red rings in that game are annoying as fuck. But still, getting Supersonic, it's more worthwhile in those games because not only do you have to earn him, but you didn't have to pay money for him. And I love how you make fun of people like who use loot boxes. I love how you also made fun of how mediocre Mighty Number 9 was by saying, it's better than nothing, and made fun of them for that. Funny how you say that. I wonder if I could say the same thing about Sonic Forces, considering how mediocre it actually is. Pompous douchebags. Look, I'm sure Aaron Weber is just doing this for, publicity, and that's really what he's doing it for. Not for him, but for Sega, because they are a company. They do need to, be good with PR, But god damn it. Fuck you, Sonic Team. You should not be charging for something that we can eat, hell, actually, you know what? We can easily get Supersonic in Mania. Supersonic, if this was the first time Supersonic was ever a thing, I might not be so angry, but we have had Supersonic playable in the levels for so long now, especially after Sonic 4 Episode 1. We had him in Sonic 4 Episode 1, Sonic Colors, Generations, both classic and modern Supersonic. As disappointing as they were there. We had him in Lost World, we had him in Sonic 4 Episode 2, and we've had him in Sonic Mania, a game that came out this year and is far superior to Forces. I don't care if Forces isn't doing well, and they need to scrounge up whatever DLC they can muster up to get the game to sell better, to make as much money out of it as they can. I don't care if it's a filler project. I don't care about any excuses that anyone has for this stupid decision. This is bullshit. If you're gonna get Supersonic, get him now. Because if you don't fucking bother. Just get Sonic Colors and play as him there. If you really want a boost-style game to play as Supersonic. I don't even care if Sonic Colors is a boring game to most people. Personally, I think it's a great game, even with its problems with blocky level design. In spite of it, though, let's be honest here, Sonic Colors is still a better game than Forces, and Supersonic is available in that. Not to mention, he's much more worthwhile because the levels actually last longer than like a minute, so they're actually worth playing. So, hell, Lost World. I mean, it's not a boost game, but Supersonic has the boost in that too. And he has 2 mouths. Now I'll show you my 2 mouths! Fuck you, Sonic Team. Fuck you, Aaron Weber. Fuck you, Sega. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And lastly, but certainly not least, fuck you. Never do this shit again. And I hope it fucking fails.